Tammy Mack, tell them who I am.
Hot damn! Welcome to the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show. It's your show. He's the host, bringing the best in old school R&B and getting in your ass hot topics. Here's Rory Darnell.
Thank you, Tammy Mack. Thank you. What's happening, everybody? It is me. It is I, the savior of R&B, Rory Darnell. You're listening to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network, a Black-owned streaming station, bringing you the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere from around the world. I can say that, and around the country and all that. Getting us started was Niall Renee with Soul Searching. Hope you guys like that one. Check it out. How's everybody feeling? How's your sports day going? Mine was horrible today. Raiders lost. There we go. So there's our football recap. Chargers lost. There he is. And we're done with that. Rams lost. Okay, there we go. So why do we need to talk about football? Chargers lost, Rams lost, Raiders lost. We don't need to talk about football. Let's move on. Just move on with our lives, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we have to do is move on with our lives. How's everybody doing? Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Yesterday, though, a little bit of celebration. We had the NBA. Can we talk basketball? I can talk a little basketball because my Lakers are playing well. Over the last week, they've been playing well. And AD, shout out to AD. Anthony Davis, man, 41 points, 20 rebounds, 5 block shots. Getting it done. Led the Lakers to their first ever in-season, in-tournament championship. So they got the inaugural one. Of course, that means absolutely nothing as far as the real big prize, and that's the NBA championship. I mean, it's a nice little thing there. Of course, I know all the players are happy because they get a $500,000 pickup. You get a $500,000 bonus pay. I don't care what you're making. That's a good day. And so congratulations to the Lakers for winning that. But don't get it twisted. For all of you Laker haters, we're not going to be going around and parading, and there ain't going to be no parade because actually for the fans, it means absolutely nothing. I wanted them to win the game whether it was a tournament or not because the big prize is still in June. So That's the best time. The best time is in June. So that's the prize we want. But we got a little momentum. Like I said, AD is playing well. Now we get AD to play like that every night on a consistent basis. I mean, not that he's gonna get 40 and 20. I don't expect them to do that every night. He's not Wilt Chamberlain. I don't expect that. But God darn, 26 and 12. How about that? He do that every night. 26 and 12. That'll work. That'll work. I'm tell you what else I like too. The Lakers were only 2 of 13 from three-point land. Lakers, you're not a good three-point shooting team, but I'm glad you only took 13 three-point shots. But it goes to tell you something. You can win the game without the three-pointer, without having a bunch of three-pointers. You don't have to jack up 25, 30 three-pointers to win the game. You do not. Score the twos. Score more twos than they score threes, Rocker Kathy. That's what you do. You score more twos than the other team puts up threes. Let them shoot 43s. They're not going to make 50% of them because they don't shoot that well. So you just keep making the twos. All right? And you don't have to worry about them threes. And that's what they did last night. They kept feeding the Davis, kept feeding the big dog, and the big dog was coming through. So once again, congratulations to the Lakers. But moving on, because it's still just a matter of fact, that game won't even count towards the standings. That was just that in-tournament championship game is only the one game that is not counted on the schedule. Just that game. So it was just a win of the championship and for the Pacers and the Lakers, but it does not go against them or for them in the championship. I mean, as far as the overall standings go, because they were the only team that played yesterday. And they won't play again. I believe both teams will not be back in action until Tuesday. Rocker Kathy has checked in on the Instagram side. Somebody has checked in over here on my YouTube side, but they don't identify themselves. They're being silent. Whoever they are, they're in the background. But that's okay. That's okay. As you check in, though, however you check in, make sure you hit that like and share. I would appreciate that. Hit that like and share. Got a few things on my mind that I'd like to talk about. If y'all don't mind, be playing some great music, though. Trust me, be playing some great music. I got Mirage. I got Bo Henderson coming up with some Christmas music. I got Zia coming at you. I'm my man Cardell. So I got a lot of good stuff coming for you. Because that's what I do. I play the best and widest variety of new R&B. Folks a little slow checking in. Wonder they probably think I'm not back. I wasn't live. I was a little under the weather last week. So, it took a couple of days to get I had no voice. I couldn't talk. Y'all wouldn't hurt me. Y'all wouldn't hurt nothing. So I had a couple of reruns. So people, I am live today. This is not a rerun. This is not a rerun. Okay, you just heard me say the Raiders, the Clippers. The Raiders, the Chargers, and the Rams lost. That all happened today. So that all took place today. So I'm here live up here in the studio with you, man. Things been going on. I got some stuff on my mind, and I got to get it off. Got some things on my mind, and I got to get it off. So hopefully y'all will be around and stick around and participate. In case you do want to participate, you can either, if you're on my lives, of course, you can print your opinions up on the screen. But if you want to call in and listen in the radio land, by the way, if you want to watch me, those of you that's listening to me on the radio, if you want to watch, you say, what do you mean? Well, you can join my Instagram at Darvell Rory, at DARVELRORY. You can also join me live on YouTube at www.youtube.com / Rory Darvell. You can watch me live and join my YouTube page as well. And hit that like and share it when you come in. Or if you just want to listen, or those of you that's watching and say, well, how do I listen? Well, if you just want to listen, well, you do that too. And you should do that anyway, because you want to be able to check in with the Real Urban Radio Network, the station, and listen to this great R&B music 24/7. And that's Live 365 app, and then search Real Urban Radio Network. And then you can also, and stick around after the show at 7 o'clock, from 7 to 9 p.m. You get my Boss Man Cuddy show, the Southern Soul Slam. That's coming at you for those of you that's catching on or into the Southern Soul music, man. It is coming. It's making a big move out here in the West. It's big already in the South, so it's making its way here. So my Boss Man Cuddy, he hosts his show from 7 to 9 a.m. live on Saturdays, but then it replays on Sundays after my show, 7 to 9 p.m. Check out some of that Southern Soul. As a matter of fact, we got a debut artist that's going to be on that Southern Soul by the name of Samaje. And so Samaje was his song will be on there tonight. So hopefully he'll check it out and hear himself going around. Let me give you some of this music in the meantime before I get started on what I'm going to be talking about today. Got Mirage coming at you with Cherry Moon on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Sugar-coated kisses on my everything, and I love the way that you say my name. Sexual desire, passion sparks the flame. Take it slow, release all my emotions, let your feelings go. Touch me there, ignite my inhibitions. Now we're almost there. No, don't make me late. I will take us there. There will be one end. Let's make it last. Give into temptation, there's no turning back. Oh, we're together. We can go for hours, eternal devour. Set me free. Come set me free from me. I love the way you make me feel. I am so elated. I am elevated. I love when you touch me. The way you hold me. I love the way you make me feel inside. So
Hey, what's happening, fam? This is yours truly, Downtown Jackson Brown, inviting you to join me each and every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. for the Southern Soul Slam, a show designed to play your favorite Southern Soul music from Tucker. What do? That's right, I'm talking to you. King George, let that thing You gotta be true, son. If you really want to see, you gotta be true, son. Even throwbacks from Johnny Taylor. We'll help you get up and get going on a Saturday morning with the Southern Soul Slam Show. An early Saturday morning party like no other. So make plans to join me every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. Pacific. Only on your station, number one for old school and today's R&B, the Real Urban Radio Network. I know you got a man.
Hello, I'm percussionist recording artist Paris Escovedo, king of the ghetto jazz sound, and you're listening to Rory Darvell and the Attention to Detail Old School radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network. Peace.
Peace. Peace, love, and hair grease, God darn it. That's what you're listening to. The Attention to Detail R&B radio show. Randy Hankins checks in on the Instagram side, as well as Kedjo has checked in as well. Superstar artist Kedjo has checked in. And Paula Latang on my YouTube side, superstar artist out of Canada, she has checked in. You are listening to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network, black-owned streaming station. I am he is I, Mr. Rory Darvell, bringing it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, as I try to work my way and be joyous in the holiday season, foolishness and ignorance is just running amok. And I have to speak on it because I'm getting so much foolishness. And I'm getting it from, I'm looking at the world of entertainment. Where is the entertainment? Where the focus is more on entertainment instead of the foolishness that so-called entertainers are doing? Don't know if you are aware of the latest foolishness that took place, ignorance. I'm going to jump right into it, Paul Latang. I don't know how it is out in Canada. Maybe they focus in Canada. Maybe they are focused more so. It's more about the artist and what they're doing on stage instead of the fights they're getting to or the beefs they're having with somebody else or whatever foolishness. There's a person out here by the name of Charleston White. Charleston White, I guess you could say. I'd characterize him as the ghetto activist, if you will. And he's been talking a lot. He talks a lot, and matter of fact, he done made it all the way to Jason Whitlock's. People are talking to him, and he speaks a lot of truth. He speaks a lot on gang culture, things like that. But he also speaks on responsibility of black men, this, that, and the other. Well, allegedly, he's apparently a stand-up comic. I didn't know that. I guess he's taken his street activism or his gang knowledge or whatever to the streets. And so he was on stage in Texas. Now, Charleston White is in his 50s. And apparently, I guess, again, being heckled by a quote-unquote fan in the audience who was wearing a Laker jersey by chance. So Charleston White goes back and forth with this guy. The guy comes up to the stage, and immediately I'm looking around, where's security for this to squash this? Charleston White picks up a plant on the stage, big plant. Threatens the guy, I'll hit you in the head with this plant. They cursing. He pulls out a wad of money. Foolishness. There's a man in his 50s. Pulls out a wad of money. I got paid. I don't care what y'all do. I done got paid. You can boo all you want. I got my money. I got my back end already. I'm good. He's arguing with this guy. He picks up this big flower pot and whatever the plant was in. He hits the guy with it. Throws it into the audience. Guy hasn't thrown anything at him. He's just heckling, whatever, talking, whatever. Throws something at him. Then the guy, of course, starts to make his way up on the stage along some other guy. Charleston White then takes the microphone, slings it at the guy. You hear the microphone make the noise like that. Next thing you know, two guys were wearing Laker jerseys. Now, the one guy who jumped up, who initially got hit, he didn't get to him first. Another guy who was wearing a Laker jersey rushed him. I don't know where security was. He rushed Charleston White, had him on the ground. Next, a fight's ensuing on the stage to the side. Then later on, after that, Charleston White is in his car. He goes live. again, flashing the wad of money that he got paid, saying, I ain't got a scratch on me. You fools, thank y'all fools out there in whatever town he was in, Texas. Charleston White wins again. I'm undefeated on the internet, blah, 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 blah. I don't even know if he was funny. Supposed to be doing stand-up. Randy, he's supposed to be doing stand-up. Kejo, he's supposed to be doing stand-up. Is he funny? Now, he said people were booing. So when he was saying, I don't care if y'all boo, I got paid, and he takes the money out. Now, he's on stage. Now, keep in mind, people rush the stage. There are people up on the stage. I guess he got out of there with his money. He didn't get his money taken from him. He's in the car on the way wherever he's going. He's bragging. He's showing the money. He's counting the money, fanning the money out, and all this kind of stuff. Now, I've seen other videos with Charleston White getting into it with people, and ironically, again, it was in Texas. People walk up on him or whatever, and he's with some people, and he's talking back and forth. I don't even know if I want to go into this next sentence, Fredjane. I don't know if I want to go into this next statement. I would say this. I'll put it like this. I don't see this ending well for Charleston White. I don't see this ending well for him, especially when he goes back online and he's talking smack. It's like, again, are entertainers known for entertaining? Or is it about being in some kind of fight, some kind of beef with somebody? Where is this? You're in court with somebody, or somebody's pregnant, or some guy is. And dare I say, it's us. It's black folks. It's like, and what's lost in all of this is our children. I don't mean as in specifically my specific child. My child is grown. I'm talking about the children that look up to us, DeFrance. Or where are they looking? Where do they get their examples from? These are adults acting like fools. Years ago, some of you may remember this, there was a commercial, a basketball commercial with Charles Barkley. And the first thing Charles Barkley said, it was a controversial thing at the time, because Charles at the time was getting into all kind of stuff with players and whatever, and fans and things of that nature. And people were criticizing him, saying he needs to be a better role model for kids. Charles Barkley said, I am not a role model. That's how the commercial started. Parents are supposed to be role models. I can agree with Charles on that. Parents should be. I don't see where the parents are being that. It's now our entertainers act like fools. Our parents are acting like fools. What are the kids supposed to do? What are the kids supposed to do? They have no guidance at all. But sticking with the entertainment side, DeFrance, what do we do? Bo Henderson, bring my baby back home for Christmas on the Real Urban Radio Network.
It is Christmas time, everyone should be full of cheer. But no, not me, cause my baby ain't here. Every day I shed lots of tears. Oh, that's how much I'm missing my dear. Santa says I can have anything in this world, but I don't want anything, I only want my girl. So please, dear Santa Claus, bring her home to me. Bring her home to me, 'cause I don't ever know just how I'm supposed to be. So Santa, could you please do for me? Yeah. Please, I don't want no fancy car, don't need no diamond ring. And you said I could have anything.
so all alone. My house right now, it doesn't feel like a house. Oh, it's cold and the moon is never right, yeah. And oh, how I wish I had her love tonight. But Santa, you said I could have anything. Your permanent thing, just wanna have my baby back again. So please, to me. You said I can have anything. Oh, please, my baby home. Do that for me, Santa. Santa, could you please bring my baby back home? If you're out there listening, baby, I love you. I miss you. Merry Christmas.
Hey, this is Gerald Alston of the Manhattans, and you're listening to the Attention to Details Old School Radio Show with Rory Darvell on the
Yes, Claudette, that's exactly what you're listening to. The Attention to Detail R&B radio show. That was Bo Henderson with Bring My Baby Back Home for Christmas. Merry Christmas to you out there and Happy New Year to everybody. I hope you're having a happy holiday season so far. Hope it's going well for you. I'm just sitting here in the studio playing the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. Appreciate you checking in. And when you check in on, so I got folks checking in on my YouTube. I don't know who they are. They did not identify themselves. I mean, Paula Tang identified herself and DeFrancis identified himself. Hit that like and share button, though. Hit that like and share button when you come in. Sure, I appreciate it. Got some Aaron Stevenson coming for you still this hour, and Mrs. Zia, she'll be coming at you as well. And this first hour, man, the time be moving when you're having fun. So I'm talking about entertainment. Where is it coming from? Are people being better known for their entertainment, or now being known for the foolishness they get into? I was speaking of Charleston White. Like I said, he's a ghetto activist, I guess you would say, and he's speaking apparently for a lot of us in the Black community, I guess. But now he's apparently a stand-up comedian. Like I said, I don't know if he's funny. I've never heard him tell a joke, and apparently he was being booed up in Texas because he said on stage, "I don't care if y'all booing," and he takes the money out of his pocket. The tackiness of it all, and this is a man in his 50s. He's not a kid. So you got people who are looking up to him or looking at him who are younger people doing the same thing. I've seen people go on Instagram and they flash their money and they've gotten robbed. Now, like I said, this isn't a healthy lifestyle that he's leading. I don't see him continuing that ending well. You know, you go out to these places and I don't know, Kettleton, Texas. I don't know what kind of, if that's a thriving community or not, Gene. I don't know. But, and I think he said he was coming back or he's going to be somewhere else in Texas. You know, when you're on social media like that, people can follow you. People can follow you. If you're talking about where you're going to be, especially if you're now in the public eye, people know where you are, where your shows are. They look and see who's around you. They watch you, set you up. It's just ignorance. And what I'm saying is, I'm looking around, and I saw this other gentleman who was talking about the 5 things that Black people could do to better our lives and our conditions. And one of the things he said was, stop supporting rap music. Interesting, because the rap he was talking about, he was right. I would agree with him. Because the rap that's out there now is garbage because of the messages that it sends. And that's all that's out there. See, if there was the abundance of different styles of rap, different genres of rap, different subject matters of rap, but there isn't. Which brings me to artist, you, the current artist that I play. And again, my whole thing is about the artist winning and going against the grain and not going with the traditions of trying to send your music into this record label. I hope you're going to get signed and get all this kind of stuff. And I said, I talk about seeing the bigger picture, stepping out of it, which is hard for artists to do if you're creative because you're usually creating. But I don't think you're creating enough. What I mean when I say that. Because now I've been behind the microphone for a number of years, collecting material from you guys. And most of you don't have enough. The industry changed. And I remember when my dad was, used to say to me when I was younger, he says, everything is cyclical. Everything which is old becomes new again. I can attest to that, and I'm sure many of you can too. Things that you see today, they're new. Like, for instance, there's a shoe. And I was using this as one example that young people wear. Well, when I was a kid, those shoes were called Wallabies. I don't know what they call them now, but I actually bought a pair. Now, I call them Wallabies because that's what they were when I was in school. Elementary school. So everything that's old becomes new. Same thing with how music is going. I think the artists, you guys are not doing enough. As a creative, and I can speak on this because I'm a creative, as a writer, you can't write one song and be done with it and go on your way until you write another one. What? 4 months later? That ain't getting it. I know why it started because I was there when it started with the one singles here and there. Because again, the old way was people was doing an album, 12 songs, 13 songs, but you realize only 2 or 3 of those songs was catching on. The rest of them were either fillers, what they call fillers, or B-sides, right? So then someone said, man, put out all these songs, man, just do one hot one. Maybe 2. So the industry started doing that. Artists started doing one song here, one song there, and people could just buy that one song. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's been about 30 years. Things have changed. And I'll tell you more about it right after this. Aaron Stevenson with Smooth Soul on the Real Urban Radio Network. Follow me. Listen up, kids. We're going to learn something today.
Lost in the groove of you. Caught up, and I can't seem to shake it loose. I quiver when I hear you speak my name. Wicked emotions, sweet surrender has no shame. You are the quiet kind, only drown, no lights, release right. I'll be glad. You're so sweet. it all. No matter how you, the rhythm pulls me to you. No pleasure with you. I'm your fool, and it's cool, 'cause you're so slow. You got love, you're so I'm your fool, and it's cool, 'cause you're so slow. You got soul,
The Real Urban Radio Network is streaming live on the World Wide Web at www.realurbanradio.com. Log on for the best old school and today's R&B. Can't get to a computer? No problem. Download our app from your smartphone app store. Just search for the Real Urban Radio Network. Here we go. Download. Bam. Just like that, you can take us everywhere you go. Also follow us on Twitter and Instagram by searching for us at Real Urban Radio 1 and Facebook by searching for the Real Urban Radio Network. We keep it real 24/7 on the Real Urban Radio Network. We're supporting Black businesses and Black lives always matter.
Hi, this is Unique Nina, and you're listening to the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Yes, you are Latrice Lawrence. That's the superstar artist Latrice Lawrence. Ooh, that's loud. The bell is loud in my ear. Golly, that was loud. As she checks in, you listen to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show. That was smooth artist Aaron Stevenson with Smooth Soul on the Real Urban Radio Network, bringing you the best and widest variety of R&B. So talking about artists and changing the game, it's time to change it back. When people stop doing the albums, when they stopped doing the albums, Jeff Miles, my classmate, checks in. OG, triple OG, Jeff Miles. When they started doing artist albums and they started doing singles, people were still buying records. They're not buying them anymore. So everybody is on the streaming services. And let me ask you guys something. How's that working out? Because do you know that Spotify made $12 billion with a B? How is that possible that they made $12 billion and your song is on Spotify? And how much did you get? Of any of these streaming services, you have these songs, Joker. You have these songs. You're on Spotify. I mean, all of you guys say the same thing, right? You can pick this song up on all platforms. Well, the game has changed. It's time for you as artists to change back. Instead of doing single songs and then waiting on it and hoping that one song pops. See, as a creative, you can't be that creative doing one song every 4 to 5 months. See, back in the day, you had albums. Ask yourself, well, I'm asking you, go back when you were buying records. How many songs would you have to hear to buy a Rick James album, buy a Stephanie Mills album, how many songs would you have to hear to go and buy that album? And then eventually you just said, this artist has established themselves as being great. So as soon as I'm waiting on their next album to come out, I want to be the first to get it. So you go out and get it. Well, what would happen if you went back? What would happen if you went back to doing projects? See, because the albums back in the day, they had a theme. And they titled their album based on the theme. Jackson's had Triumph. Rick James had Street Songs. What were the songs about? Stories from the streets. You have one song. You put it on Spotify, well, guess what? 3,000 artists have a song on Spotify. You get paid shillings for your song being on all these streaming services. Imagine, if you will, you do a song, an album. Doesn't have to be 12, 13 songs. I'm not saying that many. But say if you sat down as a creative and put your head down and said, I'm going to write 6 songs, 5 songs. I'm going to have a project of 6 songs, right? You put a couple of them on your Spotify. But what I never hear anyone say is that you have a website where people can purchase your music as a project. Because see, the buying habits, if someone hears a song from Latrice Lawrence or 2 and they say, okay, I'm gonna go to her website, and you push your website as much as you push Spotify and all the other sites who's making $12 billion a year off of your music, how about if you say you can buy my entire catalog of this album, whatever you name it, for $5. For $5. They can buy a project for $5, Latrice Lawrence. How much would you get if you had 500 people, just 500 people, buy your project for $5? You'd get a lot more doing that than you do now. For all these people listening to your song to be all over the world, they can come to your website and buy a project for $5. Just saying. See, the game has changed because now, guess what? People aren't buying the music like that, but they're streaming a service. There's a difference. Think about it. When they're streaming a service and your song happens to be in the service, but you're not getting paid, who do you see? Zia on the Real Urban Radio Network.
When you take me like night for the booty, cause I show you see. Do you see me? That you wanna get with, tell me, baby, tell me who do you see? Who do you see? Don't tell me your lies, and please don't play your games with me. When you see me, what do you see? When you take me like night for the booty, cause I show you it's me. Do you see me? That you wanna get with, tell me, baby, tell me who do you see? Don't tell me your lies, and please don't play your games with me. When you see me, maybe the best way to get your attention is start keeping your mind. I won't be begging, I should must be naturally. I need your time, affection, and your love. Who do you see? When you take me late night for the booty call, sure that it's me. You see me hanging out with your boys when you know that it should have been me. You see, I'm sick of your lies and tired of you playing these games with me. Who do you see? What do you see? When you take text me late night for the booty call, sure that it's me. Hanging out with your boys when you know that it should have been me. See, I'm sick of your life and tired of you playing these games with me. Who do you see? Maybe the best way to get your attention. Stop getting your mind. I won't be bad. It's just come to you naturally. I need your love. Your love. What do you see? When you take me like time for the booty call, show that it's me. Do you see me? That you wanna get with, tell me, baby, tell me who do you see? Who do you see? Don't tell me your lies and please don't play your games with me. When you see me, what do you see? When you text me late night for the booty call, show that it's me. Do you see me? That you wanna get with, tell me, baby, tell me who do you see? Who do you see? Don't tell me your lies and please don't play your games with me. When you see me, when you see me.
Hi, this is recording artist Carrie Taylor, and you can hear my music right here on the Attention to Detail Old School.
Yes, and you just heard Zia with Who Do You See on the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network out of Los Angeles, California. I'm in Inglewood, technically. But bringing you the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. Jeffrey Miles said $signs if you selling 500 copies at $5 a whop. I remember Prince said, this was years ago, obviously. He was alive. He was on a show. This is when he was going through it with Warner Brothers, and he was released, and he wasn't with Warner Brothers, and he had his own label or his own thing, his own website, if you will. And at that time, this is how long ago this was, they were still doing CDs. There wasn't any streaming. And he was saying about an album being $10. If you sold 2 million albums with Warner Brothers, you're only going to get a fraction of the money. But he said, on my own website or my own ordering site or whatever, if I sell 100,000, which is considered, keep in mind now, back in the, if a Prince sold 100,000 records, that's a flop. But if he's getting all $10, I think Prince is doing all right. If he sells 100,000, which industry standard says a flop, but in Prince's household, if you selling 100,000 and $10 a whop, 100,000, add that up. I think you're doing all right. So changing the game, Latrice Lawrence, is not a new game. You're just going back to the old game that people aren't familiar with because everybody's so into the streaming and this, that, and the other. But if you have a project, like you say, you're going to re-release your project. Great. You have songs to draw them in. You have a bait. You say, okay, well, let me hear what else you have. Even when back in the day when you went into record labels, if you went in with your one song, they like it, and they say, what else you got? And you go, all right, well, I just got that one song. Record deal, really? With your one song, you ain't got nothing else. That you're banking on it all on this one song. And that's what's happening right now. You guys have one song and you put it on these streaming stations there. Well, guess what? Everyone's doing that. So if you say, I'm going to step out, not that I'm not going to send, I'll have it on there, sure, but I'm not going to leave it at that. If you like that, or I have two of them on there, you like that? Well, here's my website. I have a project. People can come buy your whole project. You're stepping out of that box that everybody is in because everybody is saying, all right, you can get it on all, unless you're Mary J. Blige or somebody like that. And you're already known. See, keep in mind, all these people, they were already known. So it's not like they jumped on, I'm on all streaming services and you just started out. So when you say that about a Beyonce or a Taylor Swift or anybody else, well, yeah, people jump on that. They're already popular. It was popular when people was buying records. You're not. So for you, it's stepping out of that box. It looks new, but it's not new. It's just redoing what people used to do. And you have projects. As a creative, you can't write one song and say, I'm creative. But if you put a theme together, a theme, when your songs will fit a story, and you're selling that story on your website for $5 or whatever. Like I said, just throw out $5. You sell it for what you want. I'm just throwing it out there. But you have two hot songs or hot songs that lead them in. Oh, wow. Let me go to Latrice Lawrence's website and see if she has a project. But if you have a bunch of single songs, gotta have a project. Put an album together where everything makes sense, like street songs. I'm just saying. And I'm going to say this once again. Promote the station that's promoting you. See, there's so many things that I see a lot of you artists do not do, that you do not do. I should not be the only one that hears your song playing on the radio and it's your song. Call it get in the ass if you want to. But when you get discouraged or whatever, you say, am I doing everything? Do I promote? Do I play the station in my car when I'm around my family or with other people so they can hear the station itself, so they can tune in and say, hey, that's a good station, whether their song is playing or not? And you say, yeah, this station plays my song. I shouldn't be screenshotting folks that their song is on the radio. When I had a song on the radio, terrestrial radio, and by that, then we didn't screenshot another. Trust and believe, I was listening because I knew I had a song playing on the radio. So yeah, you're dang right, I was listening. So I knew every time my song played on the radio. You don't know are you old? You so old hat? You used to your song just being on the radio. You ain't have to listen. You at that level? Let me know, and I'll leave it alone. Cardell Harrington. What does it mean on the Real Urban Radio Network?
broadcasting live to the world at www.realurbanradio.com. Your home for today's R&B and old school.
Yes, it is Cardell Harrington on the Real Urban Radio Network. Man, bringing you the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. Here we are. We're back, second hour coming at you. I know that hour went by fast, didn't it? Got some more Christmas music coming at you with Candace Lindsay's coming at you. Mr. Showtime got X coming, a new one from X, by the way, is coming at you. And also Paula Latang out of Canada will be coming at you with some of that. Bringing you the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. I am he, Rory Darvell, the savior of R&B. Yes, Latrice Lawrence, I agree with you. There's some real ones out there. And like I said, you go as far as your music goes, as far as you go. Put together a hot song talking about telling folks, talking to the artists basically and finding out, got to change the game. And I think the game needs to go back to what it used to be because keep in mind, it's been 30 years and they're doing the little singles and all that. That's cute and everything, but now everybody's doing the little singles. Everybody's doing the little singles. How do you stand out? But you got to give something. So you put a hot single out, man, you should have some hot material behind it. So you put an album together. Sit down, put you an album together. Like I said, it don't have to be 15, 16 songs. But 7, 8 songs, something like that, so people can have a project, and then they come to your website and buy the project directly from you, and you get that money because that's your money. So you got to figure out ways. We have to be creative artists, independent artists. You got to be creative. Now, keep in mind, putting your team together. What's the difference? See, the difference is when you sign a record deal, any song, they give you your team. Hey, this is so-and-so. He's head of promotions. He's going to be taking care of this, that, and the other. Hey, this is so-and-so. She'll be doing your publicity, et cetera, et cetera. And this is so-and-so. They'll be handling your radio, blah, blah, blah. So that's the team that's put together for you. That's the team that's being put together for you. Well, guess what? Only difference now is, and by the way, keep it so you know, the team that's being put together for you, you're paying for it. You're paying for it out of your royalties. When you had them, you were paying for it out of your royalties. It isn't free. Nothing's free. Your videos, all that stuff, you know this. Your travel, anything, that's all being paid for by you out of your record sales. The difference today is, this is why when Jimmy Jam and them had the Jimmy Jam and them had the not what that Jimmy Jam had when the radio station had the symposium or whatever, I forget what it was called, and they were saying you can do all this yourself. You have access because the bottom line is you wanted to take your product from your brain to the public. That's what the record label was supposed to do because you didn't have access to the public. Now you do. You have access now to the public. So put your own team together. Put somebody, you can pick your team. You can pick your publicist, you can pick your promoter, you can pick all that, and put your team together yourself. But the thing about that is you have to do the work now. You have to do the work. You got to create and you got to put your team together. But once you put that team together, guess what? That team is working on your behalf. So you put together a team of people that is working on your behalf because they believe in what you're doing. They're saying your material can take everybody somewhere to another level. But it starts with you as a creative. Put a project together. Start with just the single songs. Do 5 or 6 songs in a project that tell a story. When you're hot, when you start putting yourself in a creative mode and start writing songs as songwriters, well, then once you open up that portal, Paula Latang, once you open up that portal of creativity, well, guess what? You can write one song, then you get an idea for another song, and you get an idea for another song, but it's all in that same story. You say, what kind of story do I want to tell in these 5 or 6 songs that I'm putting together? It's like Jeffrey Miles was saying. He said, we would listen to both sides of an album. When you bought an album, you bought it because of the hit record. Okay, so I went out and I bought this album. But I didn't listen to all the songs. Now I'm going to like more songs. I should like more songs than just the one that's playing on the radio. And it may be just you that likes those songs, but it doesn't matter. It's your album. You got some B-sides. Hey, I like this song. They don't have this on the radio, but they got this one song on this album, blah, 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 blah. Man, it's nice. And then it's time to see you live. That's why they come out, because of that album, that project. Nobody come out and see you live with one song. How much you expect them to pay for that? But again, you're stepping out of the box. Again, independent artists, you're stepping out of the box. You're in control of what you're doing, but you got to find a way to step out. And wherever you get love from, you got to give that love back, especially when a song is being played on the air. Because guess what? We here at the Real Urban Radio Network, I want to grow. I want to grow too. So as I'm putting your name out there, you should be putting our name out there. Because we're supporting you. So what I say, support. Ooh, that bell is loud in my ear. Stop it, Rory. Support goes in a circle, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if it's playing or not, DeFrance Florence. You should listen to the station. That's what I'm going to do. When y'all be asking me something about y'all song playing on radio, listen to the station. That's what we do. Take some time out. Listen to the station. Don't check in with me. Check in with the station. Tune to the station. Let me give you the app. It's the Live 365 app. And then you search Real Urban Radio Network. Put it in your phone. It's in my phone. And then if you want to know when you're something, turn the station on when you're at work or when you're just driving down the street and listen to it. See if your song comes on. There we go. How about that? Getting tough in 2024. Getting tough in 2024. Can't baby walk everybody. Can't baby walk everybody. We got it. It gets tiring. It gets tiring. And I work hard for everybody. Let's make that work go both ways. Got to have the energy for this. If you ain't got the energy, get out. That's just keeping it real. Truth don't change because you don't like it. Get the cowbell on that one. The cowbell is not as loud in my ear as that bell is. Truth don't change because you don't like it. So do that. And also, too, here's another big one. Here's another big one for you guys. You guys are artists. You guys aren't coming with the drama. Here's what I was talking about when I started the show in the first hour. This thing with Charleston White. And I'm like, he's a stand-up comedian. I've never heard him tell a joke. I've never heard him. I don't know if he's funny or not. Apparently he wasn't, because that's how he got into the thing, because it was heckling him and booing him. And then he responds with, see, and you guys as artists, y'all bring class back. We don't have a lot of it. We are not, it is not a lot of class out there, Latrice Lawrence. So you guys can also do that. When people say, oh gosh, finally somebody, I can go see some people that's on stage, there ain't gonna be no fight or they're not acting a fool. The artists are acting a fool. Candace Lindsay, have yourself a Merry Christmas. Real Urban Radio Network.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, your troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, your troubles will be miles away. Here we are in olden days. Happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star from the highest bough. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Ooh, yeah.
I did to us. God, I need to us through the years we will be together. Hit the things of life. Hearing the shining star on the highest mountain. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now. So have yourself a merry little Christmas now.
Baby, love is a verb. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, L. Young, and I'm rolling with the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show with Rory Darvell.
Candace Lindsay with Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And I want you to have a Merry Christmas as well. Kim Yan checks in on the live side, on the Instagram side, as well as Rocker Kathy is back. Appreciate them checking on in. You can check in too. Anytime that I'm here, check on in, bring you the best and widest variety of R&B and Christmas music now, because it's in the Christmas season right here on the Real Urban Radio Network. Got JT, Mr. Showtime out of Texas, is it? I think he's going to be coming in here. Not coming in here, but got him coming up anyway. Robin Bramlett's coming up, and Paula Tang is coming at you this hour. And shout out to John. Shout out to John out there in Canada. But he's on vacation. He said he's out of the country. But there's no excuse, Paula Tang. Tell John Gray that he can always download that Live 365 app. If he's in Africa, he can download the Live 365 app and search the Real Urban Radio Network and still check it out. Just when he's relaxing, when he's in his hotel room chilling or whatever he's doing out there, he can just turn it on and just listen and just hang out. Just find out what time it is out there, what is specific standard time, and figure it out. And he'll be able to do that. So anyway, sitting up in here chilling, getting these artists together, man, getting it together for 2024, man, doing these projects. Played Cardell Harrington a little earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the Stuffed Potato, man. In March, I forget the date, but they're coming to the Stuffed Potato. You've heard their music here, and they're going to be performing, man, together, man. It's going to be off the chain. Cardell Harrington is going to be live. You just heard his song earlier, What Does It Mean? But he'll be singing that and some other stuff, man. And along with, you heard the song. She was at the mixer earlier, and I played her song here as well. My gosh, I can't think of her name. That's a darn Letitia Carrington. So I got Cardell Harrington and Letitia Carrington is going to be live together at the Stuffed Potato in March, man. Get ready to get that. We're going to kick it off. Speaking of getting it kicked off, man, next year, I'm looking for sponsors, man. Looking for people that want to sponsor the Attention to Detail R&B radio show, want to do some advertisement right here. You can do it right here. Contact me at 424-558-2088 if you have a business out there that you want to advertise. Let people know, Lady of Song, that you got a business and you want to advertise about it. Well, shucks, Tony Malone. Tony Malone is checked in. Now, you talk about somebody that's a legend in this game of entertainment. She does stage and she does plays, she does musicals, she does one-woman shows. She is an entertainer. Miss Tony Malone. Good for her to check in for a second if she's still there. But anyway, back to the sponsorship, man. If you want to have a business or you have a business and you want to advertise, you can do it right here at the Real Urban Radio Network, the Attention to Detail R&B Radio Show. Hit me up at 424-558-2088. And make it happen. Also, if you want to submit a song, artists out there want to submit a song, send us your MP3 and the MP3 only to casual3, spell out the 3 at gmail.com. That's casual3, spell out the 3 at gmail.com. Send us your MP3. If you know somebody that has a song that you think will be a smash, and it could be right here playing on the Real Urban Radio Network and the Attention to Detail R&B Radio Show. Send it to casual3, spell out the 3, at gmail.com. Also, if you are into Southern Soul, if you're into the Southern Soul, which is a big thing now and it's moving west, I understand they got a big concert coming back here again. The Southern Soul movement music is here. Boss Man Cuddy has his own Southern Slam show right here on the Real Urban Radio Network, and it's on every Saturday morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then it replays where? After my show at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So check it out. Matter of fact, Samaje has submitted a couple songs, and his song will be playing tonight. The Southern Soul Slam at 7 p.m. You heard my man, if you checked in at 4 o'clock, my man Day, who does a nice gospel show on here from 4 to 5 every 2 weeks. So check him out, get the word with Day right here on the Real Urban Radio Network. And don't forget about my man, I got to advertise my man as well. My compadre, my colleague right here, he's here on Saturdays, every Saturday with the Despacito show, and that is Paris Escobedo and his lovely daughter, Mamacita Mel. Get your Hispanic soul on, if you will. He says it's the ghetto jazz sound. That's what he calls it. He says he has the ghetto jazz sound. And he also plays some good old school R&B. He takes it way back to the 70s, to that stylistic style of music. He brings that to you every Saturday with the Despacito show from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday. So check him out. Have I paid all the bills? Have I paid all the bills? God darn it, yes, I have. I am... Anybody leaving town for Christmas? Anybody leaving town? Are you going to stick around for the Christmas holidays, New Year's? Anybody got New Year's plans? Anything got planned for the New Year's? Going to see somebody in concert? I know people like to do things. Are you performing anywhere? Anybody performing anywhere for New Year's? I will not be. I will be home for Christmas. I will be home for New Year's. I ain't going nowhere. Got no plans to go nowhere. Ain't nobody invited me nowhere. I mean, I got some family things going on, which is cool, which is always great. It's always great spending time with family. So I got some of that going on. But as far as out in the public, some public stuff, nothing, not performing, not doing any of that. Laying low, man, getting ready. And for next year, for 2024, if you got any resolutions, any big plans for 2024, tell me about them. What you doing? What you doing? What you got planned? What you doing? You singing somewhere, performing somewhere, you going to a big play. You know, The Color Purple, the movie, the remake, is going to be out on Christmas Day. Anybody plan on going to see it on Christmas Day? I'm not. But I'm just saying. I mean, I may see it. I'm not saying I wouldn't see the movie. I'm just saying. Latrice Lawrence says she is performing with the Philharmonic December 17th. Well, all right then. Singing for Kwanzaa, December 29th. So she got some stuff doing. I got some stuff for you right here. This is Mr. Showtime on the Real Urban Radio Network. Do what you do right here, right now.
What's the deal? It's the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mix Master Ice. And we came here to have a good time. And one way for us to have a good time is to make sure you all are having a good time. Right about now, couples. Right about now, single people. Grab somebody by the hand as JT Showtime tell you what to do. What you feeling? What you feeling? What you feeling? What you feeling? Having a party, and everybody's dancing to the music. Alright, cause that beat so jamming. So hey, Mr. DJ, play that song all night. Starts moving, from center left to right. I say now, I say what I want, I do what I like, and do what I feel, 'cause that's all I like. Alright, alright. If you feel it, get up on your feet. I say what I want, I do what I do, what I feel. You know I like. Feel it, sing along with me. You feel it. Everybody's dancing. You feel it. Dancing to the music. You feel it. Nothing else is gonna matter. You feel it. Yeah. Somebody's trying to tell me. Today on this occasion, it's so amazing. participating. We know what we're doing. Alright. So keep those bottles coming. Start is grooving. Yeah. All night into the morning. I say what I want, what you want, do what I like, what you feel, what I feel, and that's how I like. Oh, if you feel it, sing along with me. I say what I want, say what you want, do what I like, and do what I feel, and that's how I like. You know I like. Everybody dance with me. Everybody's dancing. What you feeling? Dancing to the music. What you feeling? Alright. Nothing else is gonna matter. What you feeling? Yeah. 'Cause the night is young and just begun. Two-step left to right. Move that body from side to side. 2 steps back, turn around. 1 step forward, then touch the ground. What you feel? 2 steps left to right. Move that body from side to side. What you feeling? Yeah. Turn around. 1 step forward, then touch the ground. What you feeling? Left to right. Move that body from side to side. What you feeling? Yeah. Turn around. 1 step forward, then touch the ground. 2 steps left to right. Move that body from side to side. What you feeling? Yeah. Turn around. 'Cause the night is young and just begun.
Hi, everybody. This is Marvin Sweet Bass Banks, and you're listening to the Rory Darvell, the savior of R&B, and the attention to detail.
Mr. Showtime out of Houston, Texas, with Do What You're Feeling on the Attention to Detail R&B radio show, Real Urban Radio Network. Doing my thing. Here it is, me, the savior of R&B, hanging out with you, man, until 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Chilling up in here, people doing things. Latrice Lawrence says she's going to be opening with the Philharmonic. What? December the 17th, and singing for Kwanzaa the 29th. And Lady of Song, Tony Malone, she's going to be performing, she said, February 17th. I don't know where yet because she didn't tell me that part, but she's going to be doing something. So people are gearing up, getting ready for 2024. I'm doing the same thing, gearing up, getting ready for 2024 as well. Sitting up in here chilling with you, going to bring you some more great stuff going on in the new year. Hope everybody's going to look forward to having something, doing something fun, having a good time, bringing in some positivity. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to be positive, man, but there's so much stuff that's going on and that I'm not seeing. And I think the artists, you guys have a wonderful opportunity to put class back in just entertainment, period. Put class back in entertainment. Without all the foolishness and the controversy, it'll be great to see. You just have to, unfortunately, you got to be more aggressive. I know. But I think once you put a blueprint together of everything that you want to do and really get things settled and put your molding together and then start moving, once you get everything really in place for yourself and just really get out there and make some noise, get your following up. It's the way it is. It's unfortunate, but you got to get those likes and those people. That's where we are. That's what the companies look for. They look for people with numbers. Not so much talent, but with numbers. But when you have both, if you have the talent and you can get the numbers, you can marriage them together and get them both working in your favor. And come, like I said, you can come with something that's not out there. Class. Yeah. Not foolishness, not beefing with other artists and just stuff. Being known for your gift, your talent. Not if you're getting divorced or if you're, having an affair with somebody else or whatever the case may be. That's where we are. Entertainment, everything now has become just foolishness. And our kids are suffering. I was talking to someone about these so-called reality shows. Can I tell y'all something? Those are not reality shows. Those are scripted shows. It's scripted foolishness. And all it does is allow us to be put in a bad light. Rap is putting us in a bad light for Black folks. Women with money. You got women with money dressed up nice, supposed to be classy, but you're fighting. Grown-ass women. I don't mean necessarily women in their 20s, but guess what? You got women in their 50s acting a fool. Basketball wives. Most of them are not wives. Most of them they should call it basketball ex-wives because most of them are ex-wives or don't have a husband at all or never had a husband. How you get on the show? But it's a show. It's not real. It's not real. It's scripted. It's for it should say what it should do, but it doesn't. But see, and again, young people don't understand. They don't understand. They see it, they think it's reality, and that's how they conduct them lives. And they're getting paid for it. Hey, I'm gonna get on a reality show, act a fool, I can get paid for it. That's what I'm gonna do. Don't need no talent. I pretend. People pretend. You see all the people in the studio and they record this song and that song. What? But you never see them out on the streets really doing anything, or where they're on any kind of charts of any kind, but they fighting. Then you got these grown ass women traveling all over the world and taking these trips. Supposed to be a nice place, nice, and all of a sudden somebody show up that they ain't expecting to show up. Really? In Central Pay? All of a sudden this person, and then they fighting. Foolishness. But our youngsters see this. And like I say, these are supposed to be grown women with class, dressed nice and everything, and driving all these great cars and got these fancy homes, et cetera, that they live in, and they're fighting, gossiping every day. Don't nobody have that kind of drama in their life every day. But it's what we got. So artists, you have a unique position. You can come with some actual class. We just got to get it out there and get it out to the people. And that's the difficult part. It is, but we can make it happen. This is why I expressed to you guys, to the artists and Latrice's, right? Not everybody's doing their part as far as supporting. She's absolutely correct about that. But you're still out there. And you're struggling and wonder why, because you're trying to do things. I'm just be in my little corner. I'm gonna just be me and I'm gonna break out. No, you need to collaborate. Get with other artists. Bring your fan base with somebody else's fan base and put them together. And then you have one fan base and you have two fan bases in the same place. You guys got to think. You got to be smarter than that. You've been doing this a long time and you're doing it the way it's used to be done. It's not being done that way anymore. So how are you gonna win? Instead of trying to get on the big radio stations, get with a bunch of small ones that are also, what do you think I'm doing? Collaborating with other internet stations like this one. Change the game. I remember people was going to Sirius FM, Howard Stern and all that. Oh, it'll never work. It'll never work. Howard Stern is getting paid. Because you have to see things when things are changing and be in the forefront and jump on it. Stop being afraid to create a path. Then all of a sudden now everybody's making that leap. People trying to make that leap and get that audience. You look at internet radio, it's on the internet. That's dumb in itself when you look down on that. Think about that. That's just being dumb, because internet radio has more reachability than terrestrial radio. Remember, terrestrial radio is area-based. It's only going to go so far, only so much wattage. Internet is internet. Paula Latang is in Canada right now. Paula Latang cannot listen to the terrestrial local radio station, R&B station here. She can't do it. Unless, guess what she'd have to do? Download the app. If she wanted to listen to the terrestrial soul station here, she could not just straight go to their dial and pick them up. Trust and believe she couldn't, because they're local here and they don't go that far unless you download the app. And then you say, what is that? That's internet, right? As soon as you say it's internet, they turn their face up. Small-minded thinking. It's all over the world. It's the internet. Hello. Wake up. Let me give you this one by X. This is Chasin coming at you. This is their latest release. Coming at you right now on the Real Urban Radio Network. Randy Hankins, are you listening? I'm about to play Yo Girls on the Real Urban Radio Network.
Chasing after your truth, trying to see if you can love me better than you love you. The kind of love that makes you always stay around. Tears are falling, but I'll always wear my crown. I know you want me, that ain't enough. Your mama bought you, so you need something else. Let's get my action, baby, don't talk too much. you do it, and when you do it, showing in the motion. But it seems the truth is you already know. Steady chasing after all your love. Steady chasing after love. Steady chasing after love. Steady chasing after in the morning, babe. When you want it, babe. And even when you say you really need it now. I'm steady chasing after love. Yeah. Let's keep though I got plenty options. You call me up and I forget about their existence. You pulling triggers, baby. Got slight intentions, babe. And but you love me, but you're making up excuses, crazy. Not gonna lie, not wasting my time. Chasing after love, if you love, come get it right now. You ain't got a clue, boy. My love for you, boy. This much true, boy. All I want is you, boy. If you feel it too, you already know. Steady chasing after you. Steady chasing after love. Steady chasing after love. Steady chasing after in the morning, babe. When you want it, babe. And even when you say you really need it now. I'm steady chasing after love. Moving on to the next, and baby, that's me. You gon' be my ex, it's time to just leave. It's too late now, you down on your knees. It's too late now, give me back the key. No more waiting around for you to get it tight. I'ma call my sister, tell her sis she right. And she'll talk about how you broke me down and how you broke my heart 'cause you was just a clown. Steady chasing after love. Chasing love. Steady chasing after love. Chasing after in the morning, babe. When you want it, babe. And even when you say you really need it now. Chasing after, steady chasing after love. Chasing, chasing, chasing love. Tears will fall. Chasing love.
Greetings and salutations. I'm R&B historian Tyrone Dubois from TV1's Unsung, and
And you were just listening to the new one by X, Vicky Love, who was checked in on my Instagram. That was called Chasing, just out. So we bring you the best and widest variety of new R&B anywhere. It is I, the savior of R&B, Rory Darvell, sitting up here in the studio bringing you just that. Got some Robin Bradley coming for you. And again, I got Paul Latane coming at you out of Canada. And Angelie the Free. I'm just sitting up in here chilling, man, playing this great music. That's what I do. Sitting up in here chilling, playing the great music. Gonna be get up out here. What's the football game on tonight? Philadelphia and Dallas, is it? Is it Philadelphia and Dallas? I don't see any of the football folks on here. I think it's just Philadelphia and Dallas that's playing. I think that's why Kedjo's not here because, and him. Matter of fact, Kedjo's not here, and Kedjo was here, but I think he checked out. He said his Cowboys is playing. I don't even know if Boss Man Cuddy's listening because I think his Cowboys is playing too. So anybody listening to me, I noticed that. Melissa, she ain't here either. Her Cowboys is playing. Ain't no Cowboy fans. They focus. I understand. They focus on their team. I get you. I ain't mad at you. That's all right. But I got plenty of y'all right here with me that's sitting in and listening to me. Appreciate y'all watching me. Some of you watching, some of you listening. And if you want to watch, download that app, man. Listen to the station 24/7, man. Download that Live 365 app. Put it in your phone, especially as an artist, and then search the Real Urban Radio Network and take the station with you. Play it in your car like I do. I play it in my car, man. That's how I hear so many of y'all songs come on, man. That's why I be screenshotting. I be, wow, that's your song playing. And I mean, so I'm proof is in the pudding, baby. I don't just talk about it. I be about it. I be listening. I be listening in. I support the station that supports me. I ain't got a song on the goddamn radio. God darn it. Shucks. I'd be excited to hear my song on the radio. Be posting it all the time. That's what I would be doing. I'm just saying, when I had a song on the radio, Vicky Love, God darn it, I was listening. Let's see, my song gonna be played in the rotation. When's it coming up? Rest in peace, Barry White. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you. Anyway, I'm sitting up in here, man, having a good time. We in the Christmas season. Do you feel Christmas season? Do you feel it? Does anybody feel the Christmas season? I don't. Let me tell you what I saw. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired. It's just I'm trying to get into this bit. Watching a video, Christmas tree on the car. You know, you get your Christmas tree and you tie it to the top of your car, and then you get home. Christmas tree on the car. On the car. A guy pulls up, Nikki Love, pulls up the trees, Lawrence, the front, pulls up next to the car, gets out of his car, cuts the string on the Christmas tree that was on the other car, and proceeds to take the Christmas tree and put it in the back of his car and drove the hell off. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand something. Of the person who stole the Christmas tree. You know what he was driving? You know what he was driving? The front. The man who stole the Christmas tree. Keep that in mind now. The person who stole the Christmas tree was driving an Infiniti. An Infiniti. And you stole the Christmas tree. What kind of soul do you? Christ is in the word, Christmas tree. Do you really go home with a clear conscience? Look, kids, Daddy has the Christmas tree. You stole the Christmas. You feel good decorating a Christmas tree that you stole. Now, this doesn't make it right. What I'm about to say. If you stole a Christmas tree from the lot that hasn't been purchased yet, you're still a scoundrel. But you stole a tree from a family, is what you've done. You stole the tree from a family who paid. And, you know, living in this town, Christmas trees are not cheap. If you get a good one, a live one, you can pay upwards of $150, $200 for a tree. You don't know anything about that person who bought that tree. You don't know if that's the last money he had or he's going to surprise his kids. You don't know that person's story at all. But more than likely, the tree of that size, he wasn't buying for himself or whoever bought it. I mean, I didn't see the victim. Could have been a mom. Or I don't know. But the bottom line is this is Christmas season. And this is what we do. This is what we do. Stealing another person's Christmas tree. And you take that home in good kind, and you just start decorating, putting lights on, and then you sit back, look at there. Really? This is what we got. You know, people running in the stores, just ransacking, stealing. You feel good about that? This is the society we have. You got kids, babies on TikTok, cursing. Parents think it's cute. Let me tell you what's happening. I was having a conversation with a family member, and I was telling him, was he aware that on my father's side of the family, that he's the fourth oldest family member in the family. Fourth oldest. Imagine that. When you're kids, and then you are now the fourth oldest family member living. And he's only 62 years old. 62. He said, I did not realize that. Didn't realize it. So as we're talking, we're reminiscing, and we're talking about how we used to address our relatives. And I had an aunt who did not like to be called aunt. She made her feel old, so I had to call her by her first name. Of course, me being raised, any adult was Mr., Mrs., and any relative was uncle this or auntie that. That's just the way it was. That is changing, and not for the good. When you have kids and you allow kids to address you by your first name, especially in today, how do they have any kind of boundaries at all? How do they have any respect for you if they feel equal to you? We're training children to be equal to us. Not going to work, Tori. Not going to work. This is why. We're out stealing Christmas trees. Inside My Love. Robin Bramlett on the Real Urban Radio Network. Bah humbug, Honda France.
Hey, what's happening, fam? This is yours truly, Downtown Jackson Brown, inviting you to join me each and every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. for the Southern Soul Slam, a show designed to play your favorite Southern Soul music from Tucker. What do? That's right, I'm talking to you. George. Back that thing up a little way, don't bother me. You gotta be too shy. If you really want to see, you gotta be too shy. Even throwbacks from Johnny Taylor. We'll help you get up and get going on a Saturday morning with the Southern Soul Slam Show. An early Saturday morning party like no other. So make plans to join me every Saturday morning, 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. Pacific. Only on your station, number one for old school and today's R&B, the Real Urban Radio Network.
I know you got a man.
Hey, y'all, this is Rochelle Hall from Carson, California, and you're listening to my boy Rory Darvell on the Attention to Detail Old School Radio Show on the Real Urban Radio Network, baby.
And I'm back. That was Robin Bramlett with Inside My Love out of Bakersfield. You listen to the Attention to Detail R&B radio show on the Real Urban Radio Network. Melissa has checked in. She's watching those Cowboys. I understand. She's watching the Cowboys. Probably Kedjo's watching them too. God darn it. I've just been sitting here all this time and just realized I didn't have the phone on the charger. The charger's just being used up. I got all this power right here and I ain't using none of it. God darn it. So anyway, now I got to get a little bit. Vicky has checked in also. She's checked in. She decided to switch from the Instagram over to the YouTube. Okay. Welcome both of you. Yes, I'm sitting up in here, man. About to get up out of here. But, you know, I got to play two in a row for you. I got Paula Latang coming for you. And I got Angelie the Free. So that's going to close it out for me until I come back on Wednesday. But I'll be here for you in a few more minutes. Talking about class and our children. It makes me nervous. We look at our government now. Who's running our government? I mean, and who's getting most of the press? It's Donald Trump. Which is a shame. And our government and the people that we have, you know, this man is coming with all of his debauchery and BS and garbage, then he is popular. Here's a man who's been convicted of sexual assault, could be on the verge of being the president of the United States. Convicted of sexual assault, found liable, has to pay $5 million and will have to pay more because he insulted the woman again. So they said she can go back and get more money out of him. This man is the leading Republican candidate for the president of the United States. This man has been indicted, 4 indictments, 91 counts, for stealing from the government, defrauding a state for decades. By the way, he's already been found fraudulent. That's already been ruled. He's already lost that. He's trying to defend himself to not have to pay damages. This is the leading candidate. This is who we have that's a possibility can be in charge of the country a second time. A person that doesn't even have to go to the debates. You got 4 people debating that are 40 to 50 points behind this guy. This is the country we live in. This is America. This is the so-called greatest country on earth. Really? Really? We have a country, I'm going to say it. Y'all get mad. Truth don't change because I've been kind of watching this Israel-Gaza war. And we have a country that is fully supporting Israel killing innocent civilians. And many of them are children. See, I've seen the bodies because, of course, the news isn't going to give you everything, but the internet gives you a lot of things that the news doesn't give you. And Israel has a right to defend itself. Who are they defending? Where are the soldiers that they're killing? in retaliation for what happened to them. I'm not saying they don't have a right to defend what happened that day, but where are the soldiers that they're killing? I'm not seeing any of those bodies, but I am seeing a lot of babies where Israel has bombed schools. Then they say, oh, that's Hamas. That's them putting the children in harm's way. See, that's why there's a groundswell of ceasefire. Because unless you have a specific target, you say, okay, we know they're right here. Okay, you bomb that area. But everything you're doing seems to be indiscriminate. And then you have people in our government saying, kill them all. Flatten the land. Did you see Lindsey Graham said, flatten the land? But I don't want to spend a lot of time on that, but I just want to give you an idea. This is why our children, many of the reasons why our children, you have adults that are posting videos of children just cursing like it's cute. It's not cute. You're putting it online. It's one thing if it's in your household, it's hey, you chest out, but you're promoting that because guess what? Adults, you get likes as well. You get followers. Yeah. Kids don't call you Mr. or Miss, they call you by your first name. That means you're putting them on the same plane as you. Where's the respect factor? How can they have respect for you? Who commands the respect? If they can look at you and call you by your first name and you don't have any boundaries at all, marijuana legal, okay, that means we can smoke it in front of the kids. We have no discretion at all, no separation at all. This is America. Hey, I'm about to get up out of here. So I'm going to say to you guys, Paula Tang is coming at you with DJ Spin That Song again. And Angelita Free, Where Do I Belong? Thank y'all for being here. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Come on back on Wednesday and bring somebody with you. I'll be here live. On Wednesday. Bring somebody with you. That's talking to you too, Instagram, talking to you too. My Jermaine's to my left. I collected to my front. And y'all know God is the greatest, right? Oh, I thought I was going to say it in my last 6 seconds. You know I sure did. I'm out of here, y'all. Have a good one. Talk to you later.
DJ Spin That Song again. Make me feel like I'm dancing so true. Music set me on the floor. Got me rapping, slipping, sliding like I did before. Change to the ring. Don't know what's going on. Dancing by a friend, that's the flash. Eyes the best for where it's at. Midnight side, took you all my night. Dancing till the morning light. I remember you and me. We used to be free. Dancing on the dance floor. Dancing on the dance floor. Dance. Dancing on the dance floor. Dancing on the dance floor. So here comes back again. I remember when it all began. Music put you in the mood. Get you on the floor and make your body move. Shine down, never more. Take a step, listen on the shore. Open fire in his face. Dancing on the dance floor, dancing on the dance floor, dance. Dancing on the dance floor, dancing on the dance floor, yeah. All the good times, do you remember those good times? Don't it make you feel good? Don't it make you feel so right?
could dance until the morning light. Don't it make you feel good? Don't it make you feel so right? Don't it make you feel like you could dance until the morning light? It's on the beat, 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 on the beat. What goes around comes back again. DJ's that's on the beat. We're gonna party with old friends, old friends. Music to put you in the mood. Get you on the floor and make your body move. DJ's that's on the beat. DJ's that's on the beat. DJ's that's on the beat. Turn the radio, turn it up.
Entertaining and informative.
Right now.
The Real Urban Radio Network.
Have I been down this road before? Looks familiar, but it feels boring. It made me wanna hear your voice again. It's not the same anymore. Somehow I can't remember anywhere we were there together. Then it hit me that I'm missing you. Oh, I made my way around the world. When I'm with you, it feels like home. That's where I belong. I keep on coming around. Wherever you're at, take me there and then beyond. That's the place, that's where I belong. Where I belong. It's not about the climate or the gorgeous views outside. Feels like I've seen it all. When I'm looking in your eyes, there's no better place than where you're next to me. And we can make this space wherever that happens to be. Baby, I just wanna be with you. I made my way around the world. When I'm with you, it feels like home. That's where I belong. I keep on coming back to wherever you're at. Take me there and then beyond. That's the place, that's where I belong. Where I belong. I had to go to know the truth. I had to go and know you. Now I understand it's all about you. Not the destination or decorations. If all we got is us, that's more than enough. With you is where I belong. I make my way around the world. When I'm with you, it feels like home. That's where I belong. I keep on coming back to wherever you're at. Take me there and then beyond. That's the place, that's where I belong.
right, y'all.
Broadcasting live
I'm
to
outta
the
here.
world at www.realurbanradio.com. Your home for today's R&B and old school. We're cooking with hot grease. Woo! That's hot.